Fighting Championships on MTV2 from First Council Casino Hotel. First in entertainment, now present the Bellator Season 4 Welterweight Tournament Championship. Brought to you by Everlast. Greatness is within. We are now set for 3 5-minute rounds. First, fighting out of the red corner at 5'9", weighing in at 170 3/4 pounds. Undefeated as a professional, he brings 11 victories, no defeats. From Dracut, Massachusetts, the U.S. Olympian Rick Hawn. And across the cage, his adversary fighting out of the blue corner at 5'9". He weighed in exactly the same at 170 3/4 pounds. The veteran professional stands with 21 wins, 4 defeats. By way of Freeport, Long Island, New York, he fights out of Las Vegas, Nevada, Jay, the Thoroughbred Hieron. And the referee in charge of the action, Jason Herzog.
The rules and backs for the Bellator Welterweight Tournament Championship. No final questions for you, Blue. No final questions from you, Red. Touch gloves, go out ready to fight.
This Bellator Tournament Championship bounces under the unified rules of MMA. It is scheduled for 3 5-minute rounds. Elbows to the head are allowed, both standing and on the ground, and there is no kicking or kneeing the head of a grounded opponent. $100,000 in a world title fight versus Bellator's welterweight champion Ben Askren is what the winner of this bout will receive.
Both guys said, I am more hungry for different reasons. Rick Hawn said, I'm younger, I haven't had all the wars he's had, I'm not worn down, I'm hungrier. Jay Hieron said, I've fought everybody, I haven't gotten the respect I deserve, I'm hungrier. That could be the difference in a very close fight.
Round number 1 of this welterweight tournament championship. Rick Hawn is in the black trunks, Jay Hieron is in the orange and blue trunks, Jason Herzog is the referee.
You know, you look at the experience difference, you know, the edge goes to Jay Hieron, but Rick Hawn said that's a disadvantage. He's been through a lot of wars that I haven't been through. I don't have the mileage he has on his body.
Bouncing the step of Jay Hieron. Ron said he wanted to let his fighting flow. He wanted to transition everything that he does well. And he prides himself on being an extremely well-rounded fighter. Ron missing with that head kick. Nice left hand by Hieron.
It's an uppercut that caught Hawn coming in. That started that combination.
Leg kick check there by Hawn.
One thing I think they must have trained for in camp, Rick Hawn ducked his head a lot against Judo Jim Wallhead. He would duck his head down underneath the left hook, and I think that is what Jay Hieron was looking for with that uppercut. Catch him looking down.
Hieron missing with that leg kick. Spinning back push kick there by Jay Hieron.
I think he's making a statement here that I have a lot of tools in my toolkit. You got to be ready for everything with me.
Hawn missing on that thigh kick. The kick from Hieron.
Both guys got here on very close decisions.
Ron was very emphatic, Jimmy. He told us that he feels that he will have a big advantage in the striking department versus Rick Hawn.
Well, like we said, they might cancel each other out in terms of the grappling. Both guys have good takedown defense.
Unintentional low blow. Hawn said that he was okay. No time called by referee Jason Herzog. A bit of sportsmanship there from Hieron. A bit of sportsmanship from Hawn not to milk it. Inside kick there from Jay Hieron, who's throwing a lot of kicks here to start this fight. And missing with that right hand.
Now, you and I were cage-side at Affliction when he knocked out Jason knocked him cold. He does have knockout power. Hawn has showed excellent boxing. He throws a lot of punches. We haven't seen a lot of knockouts. We haven't seen any knockouts on the feet from Rick Hawn. Obviously, his Bellator debut, he won via ground and pound, a knockout on the ground, but we haven't seen him pack a lot of punch on the feet. He throws a lot of punches.
Hieron thus far getting off with his strikes. Hawn not so much. Hawn, you can see, Jimmy, he's really looking to get his timing on his punches.
Oh, Hieron is catching him coming in. He's initiating, he's throwing the first jab. Lyman Good in the fight in the last round had success baiting Hawn in, getting him to move forward and then jabbing him as he came in. The problem is, to the judges, you're moving backwards, you're retreating. That's the compromise you're making when you're trying to catch your opponent coming in.
Live next Saturday night right here on MTV2. It is Bellator 44 from Caesars in Atlantic City, New Jersey. The card will feature Patricky Pitbull versus Michael Chandler in the lightweight tournament championship. You will also see Bellator's reigning 185-pound world champion Hector Lombard. The broadcast will begin at our regular starting time, 9 p.m. Eastern, 8 p.m. Central. Getting now into the latter stages of round number 1 of this welterweight tournament championship. Again, the winner receives a check for $100,000 in a title fight versus Bellator's reigning 170-pound world champion Ben Askren, who I'm sure is watching intently with his wife Amy at home tonight in Wisconsin. Kick from Hieron.
Hawn trying to lean in on that right hand. Good counter right by Hieron.
Slip from Hieron. Hawn didn't have time to pounce. Hieron missing with that kick.
You know, Hieron's timing seems a little bit better. Hawn is trying to come in and try and force the action by moving in, but he's catching some nice counter shots.
Hawn tried to throw the uppercut, couldn't find it. Really impressive movement by Hieron here in round 1. He is slipping a lot of punches and a lot of
nice
kicks.
kick.
He's throwing a lot of kicks. Feint with the right hand by Hieron.
Hawn's loading that right hand a little bit too much. Hieron can see it coming.
More movement from Hieron as he slips that left hand. Hawn still looking for his timing. Hieron feeling pretty good. In the corner of Rick Hawn is judo legend Jimmy Pedro Jr., 4-time U.S. Olympian, 2-time Olympic bronze medalist, and the current U.S. Judo Olympic head coach.
Guy's a legend in judo. Also, Mark Delagrati in his corner, and Kevin Landry. I was rolling with Kevin yesterday. Phenomenal black belt. We roll every time he's in town. Guy's got outstanding jiu-jitsu.
Round number 2 of this Bellator season number 4 welterweight tournament championship. 3 judges scoring cage side for the Citizen Potawatomi Nation Athletic Commission. Jimmy, on your scorecard.
Well, I have it 10-9 Jay Hieron. But an important thing to keep in mind, that was almost identical to the 3rd round against Lyman Good. I gave that round to Lyman Good. The judges gave it to Rick Hawn. Do you give it to the guy moving forward, or do you give it to the guy counter-punching? I gave it to the counter-puncher.
Hawn has perhaps the most studious approach to MMA that I've ever seen of any professional fighter. He watches hours and hours of video. He develops a very, very rigid game plan, and he figures out exactly, and I mean exactly, what he has to do to win.
Oh, he's also extremely well coached.
He said that that comes from judo, being so methodical.
You see here Hieron just angling a little bit better. When Hawn comes in, it's Hieron landing the 1-2, landing that counter shot, and then angling out, not letting himself get pushed against the fence where that judo is so effective. It's hard to work judo in the middle of the cage. It's not like wrestling, you can use an outside shot. It only really works well from the clinch, where you can trip, where you can throw. And if he stays in the center, it's hard for Hawn to get that going. Good right hand.
Hieron, Jimmy, in our fighter meeting told us that he is simply not underestimating Rick Hawn. No way, but he feels that Hawn is just not that well-rounded in MMA.
Come on, stay on him.
Right now, we haven't seen much of it. All we've seen is boxing, and Hieron's just been a little bit sharper.
Come on.
Again, Hawn said that Hieron is the best opponent of his career, and when we asked Hawn that question, he did not say that Hawn is the best opponent of his career.
Well, he fought GSP, if that tells you anything. When your UFC debut is George St. Pierre, you've had a rough road.
Change direction on this. Yes, you gotta be swinging. Come on. Change direction, baby. Change direction.
Make no mistake, Hieron, very, very respectful of Hawn's talents, but he just didn't seem to think that that fighter, Rick Hawn, was at his same level.
You gotta press him. Come on.
Missing with the left hand.
We're halfway through, kid.
Both men, though, entering this bout extremely confident, feeling that they are the clear favorite to win. Again, a check for $100,000 to the winner, as well as a title fight versus Bellator's reigning welterweight world champion, Ben Askren.
See Hawn throwing 4 punches, kind of windmilling those punches, but still connecting.
I'm missing with that left hand.
He's trying to throw punches in bunches, trying to throw them in groups to fight that counter punch that keeps getting in.
Hieron just missing with that left. Hawn still coming forward. Glancing leg kick there by Hawn. Not really land, nor did that left hand. Hawn a little more on that leg kick.
Come on, Rick, Hawn.
Hawn has definitely slowed the output of his leg kicks here in round 2.
Hawn pushing the pace a little bit more in this round 2.
Come on, Ricky. Come on, Ricky, Hawn.
A kick there by Hieron, but blocked deftly by Hawn. On the missing with the left. Hawn just not getting off with his punches.
Well, that's a credit to the footwork of Hieron, angling back and forth the entire time, but counter-punching effectively. Oh,
good left hand. Beautiful left hand by Hawn. By far his best punch of this fight.
Give me some face, Dad. Give me some face. More. 1 minute.
Leg kick check there.
You gotta win this round, kid.
Again, Hawn missing with the left.
Now that one touched him a little bit, but Hieron's head was moving backward. Took a lot of steam off that punch.
Hawn said he wanted to circle and circle a lot.
This is a close round. This last minute may decide it. Hawn still moving forward.
You see the circling by Jay Hieron.
Come on, Rick.
Oh, good combo by Hawn.
Hawn stepping in through the right hand, the counter right by Hieron, who gets right back out.
The problem with Hieron's style is he's circling a lot, but it looks like he's running if he's not angling. Right now, he's just moving backward. Hawn is turning it on. He's trying to steal this round.
Hawn trying to throw the left. Trying to establish the jab. Half-hearted on that kick. From the clinch now, and it's the inside trip by Hieron that takes down the Judo Olympian.
Hawn right back to his feet. So hard to keep a guy like that down.
The end of round 2. Round number 3, and Jimmy on your scorecard.
I have it all tied up, 19 apiece. I gave Rick Hawn that last round based on his aggression, and he started landing at the end of the round. Thought he stole it.
The 2004 U.S. Judo Olympian Rick Hawn is in the black trunks. The UFC and Strikeforce veteran, the former IFL 170-pound champion Jay Hieron, is in the orange and blue trunks.
And I agree with both corners. Hieron's corner saying 1-2, and then give me that uppercut as he dips his head, which Hawn has a tendency to do. Oh, great spinning back kick. Hawn's corner saying keep it ugly, throw a lot of punches, no more 1-2s. Sound advice from both sides.
I'm trying to throw the outside kick again.
Hawn once again starting out the aggressor.
So we're gonna miss with the overhand right by Hawn.
Hawn keeps pawing at his nose. Looks like it's bothering you. See him some redness underneath the eye. Could be bloody in that right nostril.
It's definitely a mouse that is formed under the right eye of Jay Hieron.
Hieron now going for the takedown. That's not a good sign. I think he may be a little worn down by the pace of Rick Hawn.
So Hieron just wiping his eye.
That right eye certainly bothering him.
Kick there right to the shoulder of Hawn by Jay Hieron.
Rick Hawn likes that back fist.
Hieron is doing what he told us he would do, circling, getting in and out. But are the judges here in Oklahoma looking at Hawn coming forward in the stand-up?
Well, you have to circle, you have to angle. You cannot move backwards, that's running. You know, there's a fine line between angling and running, circling and fleeing. How do the judges see it? Nice jab by Hawn. Hawn looking like he wants this round. Oh, good right hand. Another good one.
We've traveled across the country. In the history of Bellator, we've had some unique judging decisions.
That is an amazingly political way to put it, Sean.
Left hand by Hawn as he flicks the jab, just missed. Right eye starting to look a little worse now for Jay Hieron.
But it's the punch output of Hieron that has gone down. He's not throwing like he was in the first round. If you're going to move backward, you have to sting your opponent, and he's not doing that. Also, another, good counter 1-2.
Also comes forward.
Also, Hieron has not worn damage very well. He's bloody, he's getting a little swollen. Rick Hawn still looks great.
Come on, Ricky.
Judges, look at that.
These are not state of Oklahoma judges. These are judges from the Citizen Potawatomi Nation Athletic Commission. Not that that really matters, but just so you know who is scoring these fights.
Let's get busy, Jack. Let's get busy. Give it to him.
Bouncing the step of Hieron. Continues to wipe at his nose. Hawn just missed with that left hand.
Good left hook by Hawn.
Let's go with the legs, Jack. Come on, Ricky. Come on.
Flick left there by Rick Hawn. He's finding a home with the left now here in round number 3 is Rick Hawn.
He's not as worried about the counter shot.
There you go, beautiful.
Hieron getting off there.
Hawn not counter punching as effectively as he was in the first round.
Deep into round 3 of Bellator's season number 4 welterweight tournament championship. Rick Hawn versus Jay Hieron. Again, the winner of this bout is the champion of this tournament. Receives a check for $100,000 and earns a title shot versus Ben Askren, who is Bellator's reigning welterweight world titleist.
1 minute left in the title shot hopes of both fighters. Who's going to turn it on? So far, it's been Rick Hawn controlling this round.
Straight left hand, that was right on the mouse, under the right eye of Hieron.
Stay sharp, baby. Stay sharp.
True to his word, Hawn said he wanted to keep this fight standing. He felt that was his best chance for victory.
The road to the championship, the X factor I put on this fight has been consistency. Rick Hawn has been so consistent. He looks the same in the first round, in the third round, as he did in the first. That's been the story of his run so far in Bellator.
Right hand by Hawn. Didn't fully find the mark. Hieron continues to circle, looking for the counter shots. Dying seconds now of this fight. Spinning back fist from Rick Hawn. Both men looking for one more big strike. Body kick caught. The bell, the end of the fight. Both men raise their arms triumphantly.
Oh, that's a close fight. We'll have to see how the judges see that fight. It's going to be crucial.
When we return, we will learn the winner. It will be Rick Hawn or Jay Hieron.